Hey, good morning, sisters and brothers, fellow action takers from around the world. I hope you guys are doing great. It's a cool morning here in Canada. For April, everything is melting, and yet it's very chilly in the air. Still, I want to take a moment to come out and talk to you guys because the lighting is just much better outside than whatever I could get inside eventually. I might get myself some acceptable lighting to shoot inside, but for now, the outsides is great. Plus, I love having nature in the background. I hope you guys also enjoy that. So, I was having some very interesting discussions with people this morning. I spent a few hours online since I got up, chatting with people online around various topics of interest, like animal welfare and fulfilling yourself and all those good things, right? And I wanted to talk to you about one topic in particular, which I've stumbled upon and which I don't think I've actually touched on before in one of my videos. And that is the kind of contradiction between being yourself and also following in others' footsteps. So there are a lot of people out there talking about picking either one or the other, either trying to be entirely uh, original, doing only your own thing. And there are a lot of people who say, well, other people have been there before you, so why reinvent the wheel? Just follow along in others' footsteps. It is a shortcut to success. And that is also true. So both are true. The thing is that you can actually combine the two, and that's what I would like you guys to get out of this video, is this understanding that you can actually do both of these things. And the way to understand this, because as with a lot of other stuff, it's all about the mindset a lot more than it is about the actual skill set or what you're going to do. It's how you understand it, because that fuels what is going to be your approach and ultimately how you're going to feel about what you're doing, and that fuels your motivation, which in turn leads to you actually taking action, and that is the number one key to achieving anything. Right? So the goal to be really successful is, yes, to be a high achiever, but to do that, you need to be highly motivated. You need to have the energy that you need to be able to maintain that level of engagement and consistency. And that comes from doing what you're passionate about. So you need to do the both. You need to let yourself be inspired by others to see that it's possible to achieve whatever you want, that it's not only other people who can do that, anybody can. And I'm not saying this in some cheesy, feel-good way. It's just the pure truth. You all have the potential to achieve great things, no doubt about it. But in order to achieve those great things, you're going to be you're going to need to be following something that is deeply meaningful to you. So if you try to emulate somebody else, you can try to be inspired by their approach, inspired by their mindset, by their dedication, learn from them in terms of the tools that maybe they can teach you to enable you to follow your own purpose more powerfully. But don't try to copy your life on somebody else's, because they're living their own lives and you need to be living yours. Otherwise, you just won't have the passion and the energy that comes from it. And when you look at statistics and see that, so many small businesses fail in the first years and all of that, the real truth behind that is that most businesses fail not out of not being able to make a successful business out of whatever project they had in mind. Most businesses actually close because either the people just lose the motivation, either they actually realize that what they were planning to do is very hard and it won't be able to do it in the way they thought they were going to be able to. And often people are in love with the project more than with the purpose that the project is supposed to fulfill. And that's the problem with that. What you need to do is to focus on a greater purpose and not be in love with any specific project, because your projects are just vehicles for you to achieve that purpose. So what you want to do is focus on what is deeply meaningful to you. Make sure that you are able to follow that and to be inspired by others in doing that in your own way, but as powerfully as you can, in serving, making a real impact in the lives of a lot of people. That's what's going to allow you to in turn generate the resources that you need to be able to fulfill that same purpose more powerfully. And as you do it, you'll get even more passionate, and then you'll be able to do greater things. You don't have to start with huge stuff. You start with small steps, but which you're able to commit to doing consistently. Success is about being consistent. If you're not able to keep doing whatever it is that you're doing, well, it doesn't matter how great that initiative is. So, if you think that you need to wait to be ready to take such big step, well, take that idea out of your mind. Free yourself from that limiting belief. You don't need to. You can start doing whatever you want right now. Take actually the smallest step that you can potentially envision doing, but which you're able to commit to doing consistently. And then as you build momentum, as you keep doing that day to day, you'll see that it'll naturally become easier, and eventually you'll feel that you're just strong enough to start doing greater things. So don't start with the big stuff, start with the small steps, but keep doing them on a daily basis. And then when it starts to feel just too easy because you've been doing the same thing for so long, then go ahead and increase that to the next smallest thing which you feel you're able to commit to. And if you keep doing that, you will achieve greatness. It's just a matter of time. So both be yourself and be inspired. That's the key. Thanks, guys, for the comments. I really like that you're interacting. It's great that you're all so awake and alive this morning. I hope that you will be inspired to take action today. Reflect on what is super meaningful to you. Reflect on how you can take the smallest possible step so it won't be scary at all. And do that and commit to doing